Mikel Arteta's decision to take Bukayo Saka off at the 63rd minute against Port Vale grabbed headlines not because the change was dramatic, but because of the mystery fans read into it. A key winger returning from a hamstring problem taken off after an intense but controlled hour. The truth, as Arteta later made clear, was far less sensational. This was planned management. Arsenal still wrapped the tie 2-0, advanced to the Carabao Cup fourth round and left the pitch with two clear messages. Their stars will be protected and new faces will be given the platform to make an immediate difference. Ebere, wearing the shirt for the first time in a competitive setting, did exactly that. His composed finish was more than just a goal. It was a signal that the manager's recruitment is starting to pay tactical dividend. Off the bench, Leandro Trossard added a second, reinforcing a theme we are seeing more and more with this squad. Impact from the substitutes is now a deliberate element of Arteta's game plan. This season will demand rotation, and tonight's substitution pattern read like a blueprint. An insistence that long-term availability and freshness matter just as much as 90-minute heroic. Saka's return from injury was handled carefully, not hidden. He started, did his job, and was withdrawn at a pre-agreed mark, so the medical staff and coaching team could monitor minutes without risking a relapse. That kind of transparency calms speculation, but it also feeds debate. Are fans ready to accept planned early removals as part of the bigger strategy? Meanwhile, Ise's moment suggests he won't be a peripheral figure. When a new signing arrives and finds the net in his early appearances, the tactical puzzle changes. Opponents must now account for his movement, his link play, and the specific spaces Arteta tries to create for him. The manager himself hinted at the learning curve, that needs more service time with teammates to really synchronise timings. But the early signs are encouraging. For a manager who prizes structure and meticulous preparation, having a creative player who can produce moments of magic gives options. Sometimes the spark will come from wide positions, other times from a more central rotation, depending on the opposition. Layer on Trossard's contribution and what you have is depth, not panic, a bench that can alter momentum and keep intensity high across competition. The match scoreline is clean and unspectacular on paper, but the underlying narrative is significant. Arsenal are sending a message about sustainability. In a congested calendar where domestic cups, league fixtures and European nights will collide, managing minutes and integrating signings without derailing form becomes a tactical necessity. That means fans will have to learn to read substitutions differently, not as signs of fear but as deliberate tools for season-long performance. Of course, questions remain. How quickly will Ez and others internalise Arteta's pattern? Will planned exits for stars become standard practice in big games too? And crucially, how will rivals respond when Arsenal rotate not out of necessity, but as a statement of depth? What tonight did deliver was reassurance on two fronts. Saka's fitness is being managed professionally, and new additions can arrive and make immediate contribution. For the neutral observer, it's a neat laboratory for squad management. For Arsenal supporters, it's a hint that the club's vision extends beyond 90 minutes to the entire season's architecture. As the team march on to the next round, the real story is not simply that they won. It's that Arteta has already begun shaping a squad capable of enduring a long campaign, protecting stars, empowering newcomers, and using every single minute on the clock as part of a calculated plan. What remains to be seen is whether that plan will deliver trophies, but tonight's small decisions might yet prove to be the season's defining one.